you got mad because, like, you know.
Alright, check it out. Sometimes when you love somebody, you gotta learn to let them go. Sometimes you gotta love people from a distance. Because there's so much pain and there's so much problems and there's so much stuff going on, it's like you can't even solve them. And sometimes you just gotta distance yourself from that person, reevaluate yourself, examine yourself, and let yourself heal before you can go back into that zone. Because that's like a war zone. There's landmines and bombs and there's brick walls and bumps and stumps and all these things that you just need to get a map, a little plan, a little time to understand before you go back and enter those lands. Because you never know, you can hit that landmine and boom! Head's gonna blow! And that's why your head's blowing. Because your head is full of so much bullshit and drama and gossip, and it's full of memories, and it's full of all the garbage from the relationship. Because if you're stressing and if you're wishing things to be different than what they were, then obviously your relationship, it wasn't flourishing, it wasn't prospering, it wasn't nourishing, it wasn't tasty, it wasn't delicious, it was bitter, it was sweet, it was not a treat, it was something that you thought was going to be a grand finale, a wonderful meal on a plate, but then when you ate that wonderful looking meal, it tastes like shit. Basically, you just got attached to that shit, and you're addicted to that shit, and you want to stay in that shit. Well, you know what? It's time to get up out of that shit. It's time to come up out of the manure pile. It's time to come up out of the toilet before you get flushed down, and then you're in the sewer, and then your whole life is just one disgusting sewer pit of shit. So clear your mind from this shit, quiet your mind, you could do it, and I know you could do it because I believe in you too. I went through it, and I got up out of it. So now I need to tell you what I went through so you can know what you can go through. So take some ideas and concepts, and maybe you can take the time to let this process. Take the time to let this process. Alright, man, so like everybody has their own idea of love. I mean, you might think love is something and somebody else might think love is something else, and you put it together on this side and on this side, and you put your ideas and they put their ideas, and then when you try to match them up, it's completely different. It's completely opposite. It's completely not even like complementing each other. It's conflicting with each other. How are you guys both gonna find love when you both see love in a different light? When you both have your own definition and meaning of love, of what you learned about love from the media, or perhaps Wikipedia, or perhaps a song that you listened to, and maybe they told you love was fuck the bitch and get some titties and get some dick, or maybe your idea of love was just I want sex and I want it from the guy who's ready to come up with his checks and get you some pics and money and attention. Perhaps he's text messaging you, did I forget to mention sweet things to keep on his mind. But sometimes we just do these things because we don't know why we do them. It's like we're experimenting. It's like people think that people are test dummies, like they're test cars. They think that they can just test drive the car, that they're going to drive the car and see if it runs good. They're going to drive the car and see if it will get them around a couple blocks. They're not looking for the quality in things. They're just looking for the quick test drive. Well, you don't buy a car, and you should not buy a car unless you know it has quality and it's going to last long. So the same concept works with the relationship. Why would you enter a relationship if it's going to break down in a couple days? Why would you enter a relationship when the transmission is slipping? Why would you enter a relationship when the engine's about to blow? Why would you enter in a relationship when this gas is out of tank? Why would you enter in a relationship? You need to tune this shit up, man. You need to tune this shit up. Just shut up and tune it up. Planning is preparing. Caring is sharing. You go in a relationship to give, not to get. Planning is preparing. Kindness is good for sharing. Where did you learn what you learned about love? Where did you learn it from? From who taught you? When did you grow up and figure out what love was? Did you live in a family home? Did you see your mommy and daddy kiss you? Tell you they love you every night? Did you see and witness and experience? Because we all grow up in different environments. We all grow up seeing different things. We all grow up seeing different stuff. We all experience our own little version of what we call love. Until we go back to the source and get our correct viewpoint, how are we ever going to see it? We are walking into this thing we call love blind. They say love is blind, but no, it's really love that's blind, that's in the mind. Love is only blind if you don't know what love is in your mind. Love is only blind unless you don't take the time to find what it means. And what does it mean to you? What does it mean to me? Does love mean I'm gonna be selfish and not give to nobody? Does love mean I'm just gonna play this girl? I'm just gonna get another one next week? Does love mean I don't care what I seek? I just want me a freak. I want me someone who's about to sneak up into my house, slip into my bed and lay with me on the couch. Or is love really just something we gotta do to be faithful and true? Or does love mean I can't flirt with this guy, or I need to listen to you and respect you and let you control me and keep me from going things that I want to be part of? You think I can't be a model because you say they're gonna take me away? You think I can't take a picture with a guy or say hey because you think he's trying to take me away? Yeah, you're insecure, you're jealous. You think she's gonna run off with the fellas. You're insecure, you're jealous. You thinking she's gonna run off with the fellas because you lack trust. Well, you need to quiet your minds and hush. Quiet your minds and hush. Look up for a smile and feel the rush. And let the Holy Spirit touch your heart. Let it touch your heart. Because you need to get rid of that own wickedness and perversion from your own mind. Because if you're imagining your girlfriend cheating on you, that means you created that thought. And that thought was from your pervertedness. Because you're the one who's thinking about sex with all these different chicks. And that's why you got it in your head. Because now you're insecure and you're jealous. Because you're so busy lusting over everyone else. So look at yourself. You're the one who's probably looking at every other girl, looking at them in a lustful way. You're unfaithful. Even if you didn't have sex with them, you were so unfaithful through your eyes. You were so unfaithful through your lies. You're so unfaithful. I see you right through your disguise. I see you like a snake slithering, and then you're telling other people and this and this and this, and you're telling other people this and this and this, and it's not matching up. So why would you say this and drink a cup and be okay like you're in love? No, bro. You just poured out 2 glasses of wine. Now you're empty inside, unsatisfied and alone at night. Sometimes us guys, we have trust issues. Sometimes us guys, we lose it. We lose our damn minds because we know what the world is capable of. We hear it from our friends. We always hear our friends talking about how they fuck this bitch. We always hear our friends talking about how they're cheating on their girlfriends and they're sleeping with this girl and they're doing this and that. We guys, we gossip just like girls. But the stuff we like to gossip about is bragging rights. Oh, well, I do this or I did that or I'm this and I'm that. We like to build up an ego. We like people to think I'm the man for getting all the hoes. We like people to think that I'm gonna be the shit because I'm with the hottest bitch. Man, we got the wrongest freaking ideas and impressions of how we should be. And us guys, man, we are freaking dogs. We're sitting here being one person to your face, but when you're not there, we're telling the guys, man, yeah, this girl's this girl's that. Shit we don't even mean. We're just saying it. We're just saying it to sound cool. We're just saying it to brag. We're just saying it to create our own little fantasy world about you. And then when we up to your face, we talking to you on the phone, we ain't that person that was just saying that shit. We all like, hey baby girl, I missed you so much, I thought about you all day. We're gonna be like, you know, oh, you're the one in my heart, you're the one I wanna be with. We're gonna tell you all this sentimental stuff. We're gonna tell you this stuff. It's like this stuff we feel like you need to hear, you wanna hear, but is this really something we want to say? Or are we just saying it to keep there? It's like, and then you find out we said all that other shit about you, and you're like, oh, well, you're just two-faced. You're not matching up with what you say. You're not following by your actions. You're not showing me that I'm the girl. You're not making these sacrifices. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. Man, girl, it's because probably the guy didn't mean what he said about what he was saying, or he was with those friends gossiping and he didn't mean that. He was just saying it just to say it. So sometimes people are just saying things just to say it. But do they really mean what they say? Do people mean the words out of their mouth? Or are they just blobbity babbling? That's why we gotta come back to the concept of be a man of your word. And when every guy starts to sit down and evaluate themselves and say, ask yourself a question, are you a man of your word? Ask yourself this question, are you a man of your word? Ask yourself this question, are you a man of your word? Do you say one thing and do another? Do you say one thing and do another? Are you a different person to everyone else? Do you tell your friends one thing and tell your friend another? Are you thinking that you're clever? Are you thinking that you have a secret identity 007, your name is Trevor? When you leave the house, are you just this person that wants to hook up with another spouse? Are you this person that wants to sit there and text on the couch and have all these people try to like you like a flock of birds coming over you? I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore, but I'm just trying to blah-bitty blah blah and let this pour. It's time to stop messing around, man. It's time to stop messing around and settle down. Listen to me, bros. Y'all need to stop jumping in and out of relationships and going all these circles, okay? It's time to stop building sandcastles. It's time to start building a house. In order to do that, you need to stick with one and be done. Don't hit it and quit it. Stay committed. Shit, man. Man. I just had to blur myself out because I'm so fierce and frustrated about how men could be such animals. We were made to rule and subdue over the animals, not to live like them. Fight! And be men of value and strength. Get out there and do something great. Quit being like all these other men that are running around the streets, hopping bed to bed, getting inside everybody's head. It's like an infectious disease, and it's out there on the streets. And you can see that these people are clicking up and they're getting deep. I don't like seeing people with broken hearts. I don't like it. I despise it. A lot of people out there like to see people with broken hearts. They love it. They want to see it. They clap at it. They're an audience to it. But me, I'm no audience or no fan of a broken heart. We need to fix this heart. May Jesus bless you.